And we're live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Takedown Time in the Region, built by Union Carpenters on the Region Sports Network. We come to you today from Chesterton High School as the Region Sports Network presents coverage of Indiana High School wrestling as today in the Duneland Athletic Conference Championships. I'm Danny Bell, and here with Ryan Bailey on the play-by-play action and running back and forth on the color. We got Rudy was helping out really good. You and Rudy did a great job in the first session and running through a lot of matches. We had some really good ones. An overtime win by Maldonado against Quiros gives that retribution of his loss last time to him. And you had a couple other really good ones. But now in the finals, we got some really cool ones coming up. What do you think about the first session?
You know, it's hard to keep track. There's so many matches going on, and we're trying to go back and forth. But, you know, we were talking about it when we first started the broadcast. Wrestling in the region, the Duneland Athletic Conference, one of the toughest conferences in Northwest Indiana, you know, and you got a lot of great wrestlers, a lot of state-ranked wrestlers here, ranked high in the state. Man, it's fun to watch really good wrestling here. It
really is. We're pretty lucky to see the talent that we see here. Not taking anything away from any other portion of the state or the country, but I'm biased in this because I get a chance to see the talent, and being in a sport for 4+ decades, you get an idea of the talent level of a certain individual just by certain movements. And this area is such a high technical area for wrestling. And if Indiana's not top 5 in the nation, in the states for wrestling, I would say it's top 6.
For sure. You know, how do you get there, right? You start wrestling, you know, these kids start wrestling 4, 5, 6 years old, but it's more than that. It's not just that. It's these feeder programs, these club programs, these middle school programs. It's encouraging these kids to wrestle not just during school season. It's taking them to tournaments all over the state, all over the country, neighboring states. It's exposing them to different types of wrestling from different areas. It's all of that you put it in, and you really make that investment in these kids, and then they turn out and they go far.
They do, and it's proof because of all the D1, D2, D3, JUCO, and NAIA wrestlers that we have from this area. And if you look at the Big Ten, it's kind of hard to find a team that doesn't have Northwest Indiana wrestler on it.
Right.
Penn State, even Ohio State, they're on every team, you know, and they're really good. You're getting your Nick Lees from Penn State who win titles. Jesse Mendez wins titles. You have Escobedo coaching at Indiana. You have Howe at Northwestern. You got Vega at Purdue.
Yep.
The Big Ten's being taken over by Northwest Indiana, and it's just a proof of the talent level that we have here.
Without question. And it's you know, you brought up those names that are coaching at the Big Ten level and, you know, the college level. They wrestled here in Northwest Indiana. They coached here in Northwest Indiana. They go on to coach in the college areas. And then now there's kids that are kind of following that same step. Like, you know, we talked earlier about Cody Snook wrestling in Northwest Indiana. Now he's coaching at the high school level, you know.
Yeah, and McWilliams as well. He's another wrestler giving back, and that's another thing that we really appreciate is seeing the wrestlers who put the dedication in to get good at wrestling. And it doesn't take 1 or 2 years. It takes about 3 years to get used to it, but it takes around 8 or 9 years to really be effective and wrestle at a high level. And these kids, once they get done with their high school career and college career, they come back to give back to the same kids, to the same area, to build the area up. And a lot of times with other sports, that doesn't happen because it's still so competitive. Where in wrestling, we're all on the same team after we wrestle. You know?
You go out there on the mat and you wrestle for 6 minutes and you beat the hell out of each other for 6 minutes, and you come off the mat, you shake hands, and you go sit down and you chit-chat and you talk. You probably, you know, depending on what, you know, how far away you are, you probably wrestle on a club team together in the off season, and may not be the club that you're normally wrestling with, but hey, we need somebody on this team. You want to come wrestle? Yeah, let's go. You know, you build those relationships. You know, that's why I think that's why the state of Indiana, especially Northwest Indiana, has really become what it has in wrestling, is because we've had those kids come back, keep continuing that legacy of wrestling here.
Definitely. We got a lot of good wrestlers wrestling here in this finals today. You're going to see some really good ones. Here's a good one right here, 175. Tirado and Anderson. Tirado's had the advantage the last 2 matches. He's looking to get himself a conference championship. Cesar Salas just wrestled last night against Mount Carmel, went out there and got a less than a minute pin. He was pretty quick with it. Salas is looking great. Spoke to his father out in the hallway. Great family. Great mentality towards wrestling. And, you know, with the way they wrestle, it's perfect that they wrestle for David Maldonado, one of the brightest minds for wrestling in this area. Zaborski at 215 today, weighed in at 214, trying to terrify the rest of the state. Now no one knows what weight he's going. Just know that he's going to football, and you'll be safe eventually.
Finally, a junior with a record of 26-9 on the year from Chesterton, Tyler Medius.
Tristan Machete with one of the coolest last names in the room.
I coached Tristan all 3 years of middle school.
I would love for him to get a huge tattoo of a machete on his chest. I swear he'd be the scariest dad if you would. Dad, I want you to meet my boyfriend. He takes his shirt off. Dang it. Because Tristan's a heavyweight, but he's not chunky. He's strong. That boy's solid.
See, I think
matches are taking place on mat 1, 5th place on mat 3.
Westfall, right off the bat.
After the conclusion of each weight class,
Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, our daily forecast. Today it's around 20 degrees. It feels like it's around 14. And it's going to start cooling off here in about 2-3 hours. Going to drop another 5. Right now we're 100% chance of spandex in this room. And that's your heating and cooling forecast. Brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Keeping you cool in summer and cozy in the winter with a 24/7 emergency service. Comfort isn't far away. Visit them on the web for jobdoneright.com. Westfall, great match last night. Going against Mount Carmel. He had a really tough one, and it was a 1-point victory, 1-0. That's a really tough match for him, and he needs those right now to go into that state series, you know.
State tournament, yeah. Like we were talking earlier, this is a really good warm-up for the state tournament.
It is.
You know, this is where you really start getting ready for it and getting jacked up for it.
Crown Point right now with a runaway lead on the team score. They are leading 250. Portage in second at 195. Chesterton High School at 169.5 is in third. Maryville right behind them at 164. And Lake Central popping off on the 108 for the 5th place.
Aruda with the takedown on Westfall. 53 seconds left in the first. Going to get a restart.
Cruz had a really good match. His semis walked through with a tech. Coming in to see these two, I kind of figured they'd be facing each other. Cruz has been on another level lately. Had a couple of bumps in the road, but I think he's learned from those. Westfall coming out on bottom, squared off. Back to the ankle for Cruz. Westfall trying to slide a boot in there and maybe hook a leg. Cruz being smart. Now he's going to bring that leg over.
Yep.
Or is he going to come up and work his shoulder towards him? Lift the ankle maybe? Let it ride, Jay. Let it ride. Great job by Lawrence to keep that match going.
Yep.
Granby attempt, 14 seconds, short time. Westfall's going to need some points here. Cruz is tough on top, though. Good luck getting out without a good fight.
Just keep that pressure on. Going to let time run out, ride it out.
End of the period, 3-0. Cruz with the lead.
On mat 1 for third place, Chase Michaels of Portage is leading James Mobley of Maryville 7-0.
Chase's little sister, Madison,
took second.
Second place. Great job yesterday. Couple good ones. Strayer got herself a championship. Joy got herself a championship.
Did you see Joy's the times on Joy's matches?
Yeah, they were all less than a minute.
A minute.
They were like I think her longest match was 47 seconds.
Yep, that's right.
And I was speaking to my wife about that because my wife used to coach Joy in softball, and then Joy used to be a multiple sport girl. I'm sure she still is. She's very talented. But when I told her, I was like, Joy's matches didn't last longer than 47 seconds.
I think maybe her finals match might have been 53 seconds, or maybe that was Ocampo's finals match or something. But
on Joy's, when I looked under, it said 0-0-0 fall. I'm like, well, I guess she just pinned her in the 0 seconds. They had to step it up a little bit. But Westfall got his escape. But Cruz is threatening another takedown, hooking the leg. Now he's got to start working back towards it.
Yep. And
there's the 3.
There
Minute 10 left.
I coached against Joy all through middle school. And even watching her in high school, she's the only wrestler I've ever seen. It doesn't matter if she won or lost. Her demeanor off the mat, as soon as she was coming off the mat, was the exact same.
Yes, exactly the same.
Her composure, even while she was wrestling, if she was winning very handily or losing, it didn't matter.
She'll
Always
be successful on the next level for sure.
Absolutely.
Her little sister, Julianne, got third, too. Or no, she got runner-up.
Runner-up, yep.
And so that's really good. Good wrestling. They got a younger brother, Maximus, coming up here soon. I'm sure he's going to be a threat to everyone as well. A lot of wrestlers with Cantu. John was a wrestler for Hobart, and he's got a lot of kids out there in the sport. And I wouldn't be surprised you guys hear Cantu a lot here coming up.
20 seconds left in the second period. Championship match for 106. Cruz Roretta from Lake Central winning 6-2 over Sam Westfall, Crown Point.
Westfall's still in range.
Oh, this new scoring, everybody's in range anymore.
Yes,
right?
You got to be up 8 points to be safe. You got to have a major to be safe.
That's right.
All right, going into third period, Cruz has choice. He's going to go probably neutral. All right.
It's going to go down. Third place match. Michael's won by fall.
I like third place better than second place. I know it sounds weird, but second place lost your last match.
Yep,
third place won his last match.
You end on a win. Exactly.
Yes. Those are positive going into the next practice and the next morning, or going through film and stuff like that. You see the pushback against the loss and then the improvement.
Cruz went down. Westfall let him up. 7-2.
Smart move by Westfall.
Yep, looking for that takedown.
Didn't feel confident in the turn. Westfall's comfortable on his feet, working those meat hooks. Now he's got to get a better snap. He's not going to get a good snap from his knee. Double overs.
Yep, he's got that locked up.
Now he's switching to unders.
Is he looking for a throw here?
Maybe a big move. He's got a minute and 30 to do it, but he's backing straight out. That's not a good idea. You want to circle, folks. I kind of knew Jason was going to call that. That was the right call. So we're at 8 for blood time and 8.5 on tournaments, and we're right there. You guys did a great job at providing enough blood for the fans. Cruz is going to get a takedown here.
Yep.
Hands are on the mat. Maybe a Granby, but he couldn't free the leg. Cruz staring at this clock and making sure he's got some bonus points here. Trying to bring Lake Central into the top 5. They're right there at number 5. They can push up forward. They got Valpo on their heels. Good college ride. It's a hop and a boot in on the opposite side. Now a possible tilt here.
Going to get that power half in.
If you're smart with that situation, you throw your forearm right into the cerebellum and start rotating that neck muscle and then crank it over.
Push it down hard.
Yeah, that muscle rolling over the top of the other muscle, that kind of makes them think less about their arm going up and more about the pain. It's not going to injure them or anything, but it's definitely uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable. Going to get a restart, potentially dangerous. 22 seconds left.
Spiral on the right. Maybe a boot hop here. Nope, he's coming up. It might be a release. There it is.
Lets him out.
Didn't want to do that. That gives us 7 points unless he can get this takedown with 7 seconds left.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have given up the bonus.
Yeah, especially when
Now it's 7-point win rather than 8.
Right.
You want that 8-point, 4-point team point.
And it's
got to ride him up for 8 seconds.
When you're on your feet, too, there's a lot more potential for a big move, right? You just half a second in the wrong position and you're on your back.
Right, and we were just talking about you have to have 8. Well, by giving him the escape, now you put him in range of a big move.
Yep.
3-point, 4-point. Got another good one coming up here at 113.
Wrestling at 113. From Crown Point, Colin Strayer. From Portage, Xavier Acuna.
Be sure to tune in to Region Sports Network's newest wrestling podcast, The Pinfall, with me, Danny Bell, Sunday, as I chat with wrestling personalities all over Northwest Indiana. This Sunday, we're going to have a separation in our first 10 episodes to our next 10 episodes, but we'll be right back into it again next Sunday. Make sure you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and all other kinds of web pages, and share and comment as much as you possibly can and give us some ideas on extra things we could do as well, and we'd appreciate that. Match underway, minute and a half left. Strayer looking to go behind. He had a really nice match last night. You know, takedowns. I think every point that was scored by his opponent was given to him. Colin had a great match. Sister got herself a state championship yesterday. Maybe he can get himself a Duneland championship today.
There you go. Gets a takedown there.
Family affair. Xavier Acuna, that's a famous name in Portage. We were just watching Acuna win yesterday from Mount Carmel. He had a really good comeback against Tegan Newell, and Tegan took his foot off the gas pedal a little bit, and Acuna caught speed, and overtime proved a little bit more difficult for him to follow through on it. And yeah, buddy, you know I was good to your boy. Mr. Cruz, Mr. Oretta, make sure I was good about Cruz. Cruz is a good kid, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Cruz. That kid, he's tough. Anything I'd say bad about him would just be to get him to fire up, and I'd probably say it to his face. That kid's spunky. I like him. Go behind attempt right here. If he can get there, good defense.
Colin ranked 6th in the state. Xavier ranked 19th.
Xavier keeping that elbow control. Colin can't go behind, hooking that leg. There's around the waist. He might get it now. Gives him a 3-0 lead with 27 seconds left. Now Acuna's got to come up. So have you seen some heavy hands today?
Little bit.
Any of them that stand out?
Not really. Nothing. Nothing. There wasn't a whole lot of hand fighting. I mean, there was some, but I'm looking for heavy hands, heavy snaps, things like that. We didn't see a whole lot of that today.
Yeah, wrist work, elbow passes, stuff like that. Changing the levels of the wrist
I'll
as
tell
well.
you what, Machete had some really good duck unders, though. That was impressive.
Really?
For a big guy, yeah.
Oh, I missed a machete duck.
Yeah, it was pretty. You had a couple of them.
All right. That's awesome seeing a heavyweight do that. Duck under was my favorite. That was my go-to. I was long and lanky at 125 and boot scooting underneath and super ducking, and that was just, it looks so pretty. Once you can do a duck under, you're like, oh, well, that looked good on film. I'm going to do that again. Good wrist control by Acuna. Working to the elbow. Tried to open it up, get some space in between there to get a shot in.
Strayer had a reversal. Acuna gets the escape.
5-1 now.
Still got that elbow trap. Strayer's trying to work behind.
Oh. Chin whip here.
Chin whip, gonna step over.
He's got it in the cradle too. Oh, nice.
Wow.
If he can get that left leg to push his Acuna's right leg down, he can have it. He's got a tripod on his head and hop his feet over. Let go of it, but boy, he had him locked up.
That's going to be a takedown there. You got the 3, 8-1 Strayer. Acuna's got to start working to come up.
Really good period for Strayer.
15 seconds left in the second.
Acuna's one move away, though.
End of the second period, Strayer's up 8-1 over Acuna. Third place match, you got Saramore from Valpo up 11-7 over Lake Central Urano. And fifth place match, tied up 2-2, Hoffman from Maryville, Suzuki from Chesterton.
8-2 now. Acuna's one move away from winning this. Got a little physical there. A little
heavy
talking
hands.
too. They're definitely looking heavy there. Ankle shot. Good defense by Acuna. Matching levels of his opponent. Great job. That shuts everything down. The opponent got underneath him on that one.
Yep. He was expecting some more hand fighting and head hitting, and Strayer just went underneath.
He sure did. He's going to get 3 out of this.
Yep. 11-2. Strayer on top. Minute 25 left.
Cut and run, looking bonus. Minute and 19. Oh, slop drop. Out of bounds.
Good one over on mat 1, the third place match. 12-10, Saramore and Rano.
High scoring.
Looks like
Strayer.
Rano's going to win it.
Nice roll through. Acuna's trying to fight this off. Strayer stayed with him. He's going to get one more. 14-3 now. A turn can finish this. He's got the Turk.
Ruano came from behind on mat 1. Gets the fall over Saramore of Valpo for third place.
Gave him the one. Going for the takedown.
Nice job by Strayer. Just keep going up and down, and got that ankle.
Level changes, and he banked it too and jackknifed that knee. It's hard to sprawl back when you got that knee jackknife. There's 17-14 now with 9 seconds left. He's going to get a 13-point victory here. Should have a podium situation here coming up.
Your champion at 113 from Crown Point, Colin Strayer.
Strayer gets himself a Duneland, and his sister gets a state championship.
Now for our awards.
Pretty cool.
Strayer's, I'm sure Strayer's going to try to match his sister coming up here in a couple weeks, right?
Oh, yeah. That's going to be hard. He's got his work cut out for him. She's tough, man. She really puts the pedal to the metal when she wrestles. I'm sure he makes her a lot better, giving the opportunity that they're able to wrestle around the same size. You know, he's a little bit stronger than her, but that's a good partner for her. Gavin Lewis out of the lineup last night, saving himself for tonight.
Gavin Lewis out of Crown Point, wrestling Lincoln Underwood from Portage.
Lincoln is younger brother of Lucas, and boy, that was another good wrestler. Both the Underwoods are good wrestlers, talented family. This should be a pretty good one here coming up too as well after this one with Gendris and Maldonado. Maldonado is one of the better ones to watch if you want to teach your kid how to be a physical wrestler, because every single one of the Maldonado boys, when they wrestle how you expect to. When you imagine a wrestler, that's what they wrestle like that. They're tough, they're strong, they're consistently going forward. They have gas tanks that I don't even think they ever end. Yep. And that's what makes them effective. Their passion for the sport, and not to mention the insane amount of knowledge their dad has. Boy, that's got to be fun to, like, for those kids to pick their dad's brain on wrestling, because he's got so much to give, you know.
Yeah, they're just tough wrestlers. It's tough wrestling family. It
really is. And Gavin's clicking on all cylinders right now. He's looking really fun to watch. I mean, it's fun to watch him because you already know he's going to the next level. We'll see him here at IU Wrestling. A lot of Indiana boys are, but he is really putting his foot down and letting everybody, he's like, hey, take notice. I'm coming for everyone's throat.
Gavin ranked second in state. Lincoln ranked 11th. Gavin's got the advantage right now, 3-0 at the end of the first period here.
Roll through, suicide situation, couldn't do it. He knew time was short. 3-0 right now, going into the second period. Choice red, so Underwood has choice. He'll be down. Underwood chose top. Okay. He likes his ride game. He thinks he can get some points on him, I guess. Well, we'll see if I was right on that. I may have missed the color. Maybe Gavin had choice on that. Good sprawl, good go behind on the counterattack. Working back, good counterattack by Underwood. Way to lock it up by Gavin. Trip attempt by Underwood. Out of bounds, short on real estate.
No, it's showing Underwood took top.
Took top, all right. Sometimes you don't want to go underneath the guy. I know that feeling. People didn't want to go underneath Drew Hughes. Rip your dang arm off.
Nice shot there by Gavin.
Speaking of Hughes, his brother Kenny's ref in the match. Kenny Cradle.
Gavin Lewis up 7-0 over Lincoln Underwood in the championship match at 120. Over on mat 1, third place match, Marlon McLean of Maryville up 13-2 over Emmerich Ritter of Chesterton. Mat 3, you got Luke Neld of Lake Central up 11-0 over Braxton Cherepko from Valpo for fifth place.
Roll through again by Gavin. Could put himself in a bad situation.
Almost did. Lincoln almost just stepped over that and kept Gavin on his back.
In college, you're in danger situation. You can give up points and a takedown that way. Gavin's going to have to start working him a little bit towards his shoulder when he goes for that tilt. That way he can get that roll through. Driving his pressure forward before he does it. Neutral. Gavin likes his odds on his feet. This also, though, gives Lucas a chance to tie it up.
Yep. Big move here.
These point changes really change your approach to certain periods and to certain situations.
It definitely promotes the offense too. You've got to create action.
I agree.
If you're a defensive wrestler, you're not going to fare well with these point changes.
Definitely not going to. Well, if you are one of those, even a mat wrestler, that's going to stifle your. If you don't have a lot of attacks from your feet, this is going to really put you at a disadvantage.
Yep.
You really need 2 or 3 really good attacks, where before you could have 1, maybe 2. Oh, stacked.
Looking for the fall.
3/4 stack there. That's beautiful. You don't see very many of those. Scaps ain't down, though.
Nope.
55 seconds to do it.
14-0. Gavin Lewis is leading.
It's your 120 Duneland Championship match. Gavin looking for a bundle here. What did you guys call that?
Bundle.
Bundle. When I was in school, we called it a barbed wire. Most people know it as bundle, so that's a terminology I use. Coaches, you know how we are. We'll switch it.
He's going to get the fall here.
Looks good. Scaps. Kenny's trying his best to get underneath there to find it. Great job by the ref to get in position. Your 120 champion, 2025 Duneland Athletic Conference is Gavin Lewis. And Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog Athletics. Say go Bulldogs. Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Visit Bulldog Park Friday, January 24th as Purdue Northwest face off against Grand Valley State at 7 p.m. Admission is free. Enjoy cashless concessions and outdoor fire pits to keep your little butts warm because it's cold. Here you go, Maldonado Gendris.
Man, this is going to be a good one.
Good matchup right here. And you're watching Takedown Time, built by Union Carpenters on the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle. That's happening today, baby. Nice sweep single by Gendris. Goes into the dump.
Gendris ranked 1st in state. Maldonado ranked 5th.
Yeah, you're getting a match that you could be okay with seeing underneath the lights at the end of the year right now in conference. Because Maldonado's the type of kid that can get there. Two backs. That's going to be a 5-point quick lead for Gendris. He's an imposing force for being 126 pounds.
Over on mat 1, you got Max Quiros of Chesterton facing Cameron Woods for 3rd place.
That's a first place match in any other state.
Yep. I was looking at it. First, the top 4 here were all at one point ranked in the top 20 at state.
Yes.
I think Cameron's not in the top 20 anymore.
And the only reason is because he wrestles in the Duneland. And when you wrestle in the Duneland, you can have 7, 8 losses. People are like, he's been beat 8 times. Yeah, by the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 guy. And it was by 2 points. What are you talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, this is a tough one. And then you got in the same weight, you got Aubin from Hobart. There's so many kids at this weight where
Brutal
126 is brutal. At state, it's the same way.
Yep. This is one of those meat grinder weight classes.
Yeah. It's going to be fun in the state series to watch. Oh, wow. That was nice.
That was nice.
Little cartwheel on his head. We call them head wheels.
Great job by Maldonado to get out of that, though.
12-1 now with the lead. Only point surrendered was one that Gavin gave him. Maldonado's having a tough time right now, but he's never out of the match.
No. Mat 1 tied up at 3 between Quiros and Cameron.
You're watching Region Sports Network coverage of high school wrestling on youtube.com/Region Sports and facebook.com/Region Sports Nation. Leave your comments, share your thoughts. Let us know how you're feeling about it. Good snap. Gendris looking really good in the hand fighting.
He gets a takedown here. He's going to win by tech.
Which is odd.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to Gendris, but
this is, Maldonado's a better wrestler than what this score's showing.
Very good wrestler.
And again, it's no disrespect to Gendris because he's a great wrestler as well. I mean, that's why he is ranked number 1 in state.
That's right. Get a Hawkins and Brown coming up next. LT, boy, I tell you what, Tech fall in the first minute last night. He had Tech fall in like 54 seconds.
Wow.
That is so, I mean, seeing that type of stuff, that's fun.
Yeah.
Maldonado took the L, but it's a lesson, not a loss.
Yep.
He'll get his opportunities downstate. I imagine we see him on a podium for sure.
You know, that's stuff I like to see, too, after the match. You know, that was a pretty – Gendris won that pretty handily. After the match, shakes coach's hand. He sees Maldonado, pats on the back. I'll see you again. Like,
yeah,
you know, respect there.
It is a lot of respect when – you know how it is. When you get these high levels in wrestling, a lot of the guys that you're going to have to wrestle, we don't like each other during the situation, but afterwards, 2 years down the road, most of us end up being best friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's a respect factor. We didn't like you. We wanted to beat you. We wanted to destroy you. We couldn't do anything we wanted to do. We may have got the win, may have taken the L, but now I respect you because I know what you're about. And it's really hard to find out what somebody's about when you're playing basketball or football or something like that. And wrestling, like, look, dude, nobody's coming to save you.
And I know what you went through to get there. You know what I went through to get there.
We both know how hard this is. I tell everybody all the time, all sport is good, wrestling is king.
Yeah. You know, it's when I would coach, I would tell my wrestlers, the only fun thing about wrestling is when they raise your hand. That's the only thing that's fun.
And then you forget about it, and you're on to the next one. My favorite part is when I'm able to eat. That was my favorite part about wrestling. Like, oh, you mean I don't have to have 2 crackers, a grape, and a piece of salami? I can actually eat a sandwich today? Oh, this is going to be a great day.
3 capfuls of water.
Yeah, but spit it out. Just swish it around a little bit just to get the cotton out of the way. I know you haven't drank water in 3 days. Our coach's favorite thing was, hey, look, they go without food and water for 3 days in Africa. Don't whine about 15 hours. I'm like, he's got a good point. Wish you didn't know that.
Woods and Kiro still going at it on mat 1.
Ooh, a lot of talking headbutt right there. First line of defense is your head. Stuck in a front position. Kiro's in a headlock. We're going to get a stalemate and start it right back over. Keep the action going. This, like I was saying, me and Ryan were talking about, this could be your first place match had the other two not been in the bracket.
Yep.
Cam Woods is a mainstay at state. You can see him there every single year. Kiro's trying to unlock his key to the bridge. He wants passage. Nice attack. Way to stay on it by Kiros.
Kuna's telling Cameron, you got 34 seconds to get a takedown. 34 seconds to win or 34 seconds to lose. That's it.
Odd numbers are better than even numbers. You don't want to finish with a 2 or a 4 or a 6 or an 8. You want a 1, a 3, a 5, or a 7. Nice shot by Woods.
Good defense by Kiros. 10 seconds.
In this situation, your first shot usually isn't going to happen. It's going to be your second and third one that's going to hit it.
Something's got to happen here.
Oh, there's the second one. Second one got closer. Cam couldn't do it. Kiros held him off.
Kiros is going to take the win, take third place.
Good match. Kiros has made a lot of improvements from last year to this year. LT coming in there, ready to go. 132.
We got to get fifth place taken care of here on mat 3. Wittree from Lake Central, Moss from LaPorte. 5-4, 20 seconds left.
Both evenly matched. And it shows in the score.
Moss has got to get that takedown. 6 seconds. Can he get it? Can he get it? Almost. A lot of scrambling.
The Whizzer in there.
Nothing.
Not happening.
Wow.
Good fight.
Good little scramble there at the end.
Now the results for 120 pounds. 6th place from Valpo, Braxton Sherrico. 5th place from Lake Central, Luke Mead. 4th place, Chesterton, Emmerich Ritter. 3rd place from Maryville.
132, you got LT Hawkins from Crown Point against Warren Brown from Maryville.
Your conference champion at 120 pounds.
LT, Mr. Funk.
Now wrestling at 132. Crown Point, Landon Hawkins.
Ranked 4th in the state.
He's having mic problems.
Warren Brown ranked 14th from Maryville.
LT taking his time here. 136 left. Brown, good hand fighting here, post and shoulder. Good down block. Nice, Brown's moving him really well. Keeping at better angles, giving himself an opportunity for shots. He's got to fire one off now. LT moving methodically. Not a lot of quick motions.
Level change there by Brown. Shot there by Brown. Good shot. Nice elevator there by Hawkins. Out of bounds. Going to get a restart.
.30 seconds left. Still 0-0. Hospitality room was good.
Yeah, all right.
That's one thing you'll know about me. I know where every hospitality room is. If you want to know where the food is, you ask me. I may be a skinny little dude, but if my inner fat kid has 3 or 4 tapeworms. Five seconds. I don't think we see one fire and one off here. Stay confident going into the second period.
We got 3rd place, Porter Ivankovic from LaPorte against Brogan Cherepko from Valpo. 5th place, Graham Joseph of Portage against Nico Rivera from Lake Central. Graham Joseph, the son of 2-time state champ Freddie Joseph from Portage.
We started off LT on bottom. He's going to get his point. 1-0 now.
Arm drag attempt by LT. Warren just stepped through it, turned, faced him again, said, all right, let's try it again. Let's reset. Hand fighting inside.
LT's yet to fire off a shot. That's one of those things where he can lull you to sleep, and a lot of people don't expect him to shoot, but if he was to fire one off, he's got a really good double leg. Brown with a try there. You got Bill and Anthony in the corner coaching Landon. That's a pretty cool picture.
Father coaching side by side with his son, coaching his other son.
Yes. That is awesome, man. That's
45 seconds left.
Fun family, I'll tell you what. Another boot scoot attempt.
Stalling.
Landon got hit with a stall. Like I said, he has not fired off any offense yet. I'm looking at Bill's face, and I can see what he's thinking right now. I'm going to speak it into existence. Third period, Landon's going to shoot.
It's usually where he has a lot of his action, isn't it?
Well, his action is, he's a counterpuncher and probably one of the best in the state. His mat ability, he's probably one of the best top wrestlers and mat wrestlers you have that you can see in this area. It's not that he's not confident on his feet. He's more comfortable wrestling his match.
So this is some strategic coaching right here. Maldonado just told him go neutral. He knows if he puts him down, Landon's great on top, right? He's going to struggle to get that point. Landon's already got the stall warning on him, so if he can try to push some action and get another stall call, he's tied up.
They look like they busted each other in the face with a little defense there. Landon might give us our 9th blood. Shot by Brown.
There. Nice.
This is where Landon's really effective in this position right here when you have his leg. He's really good at this. His hips are strong, and he fights you off. This is where Brown's got to be really careful. He's got to get his head out of there.
Get his head out, yep. Get his head out.
If he can do it, he can get a cradle on Landon here.
He's got him on his back. Gets his takedown.
Smart by Landon to give that up.
Now you got to go. You got to go.
Off.
Hey, you got to go. You can't just sit there.
With the cut. 3-2, minute left. Brown with the lead.
Now he's going to make Landon. Now he's got to make Landon do offense here.
Did I speak it into existence where maybe Landon will fire that off in the third? If not, I'm going to tell you what. Brown's going to take this one.
Now Brown's got to be careful because he can't keep backing up and running around. He'll get hit with the stall as well.
He's got one to give,
towards
bro.
the middle.
Circle. There he got hit with it. He couldn't circle fast enough. Now he can't back up. Well, it's a tie. 30 seconds left. This is why we come to these matches. This is why you tune in. Inside trip.
Whizzer hard.
Hawkins with an offensive shot.
Brown, get that whizzer in
Trying
there.
to search the ankle. He looks for the clock real quick. 13. Brown's got to make sure he doesn't flee the mat. If he's smart, he'll put his toe on the wood.
Yep. Or he holds it there. Holds it there. Nothing. That's it.
Hawkins going to take him to the table.
Holy cow. That is why we wrestle them, folks.
That's right.
That is why we wrestle them.
We're going to find out whether or not the referee's going to discrepancy to see if there's a talk it over and see if he's seen anything.
No score.
No score.
Wow.
Brown wins it. 3-2, 1-point victory over LT.
Wow, that's the upset there.
Very good job by Brown.
Yeah, it was. And like we said, strategic coaching by Maldonado. But Brown had to go out there and get it done, and he did.
He sure did. I see we have a Purdue wrestler, Crown Point grad Orlando Cruz watching. Saw a picture of him and a few of his other teammates just the other day. Sonny Sessa up here. Dog in the finals. Who knew?
This is another one, fireworks. Sessa in England.
Sessa had a tough match last night against Seth Mendoza, number 2 in the nation. Those are always tough, but Sonny knows him really well. They've seen each other at a lot of different tournaments, seen each other on the same team, same room. So that was a good tune-up for today for Sonny.
Sonny ranked 9th in the state. Josh ranked 14th.
Next one will be good too, Reed and Haney. That's a fun one. Right now we got Sessa in England. You get a restart. Not enough action. You're watching Region Sports Network coverage of high school wrestling on youtube.com/Region Sports and facebook.com/Region Sports Nation. Make sure you go to each one of those for us and like it and share it if you can. And let us what you think about the broadcast. If you got any ideas maybe for some things that we could do in the future, leave those in the comments, please. Good hand fighting here. Forehead to forehead, 50-50 position. I'm not a big fan of the 50-50 unless I'm setting up head control.
Shot attempt there by England.
For those of you who don't know what I'm saying, the 50-50 position, it means that I have as much control of him as he has of me. I know it sounds self-explanatory, but for those who don't know, I'm trying to help you out a little bit. Working outside ties. Cecil working inside. Elbow pass. Couldn't move his feet fast enough to get to a good angle. Wasn't enough time to probably get it off anyway.
Place winners, please report to the awards area. All 132 place winners report to the awards area.
0-0.
Over on mat 1, Cooper Wilkins wins by fall. Take third place at 138. Cooper from Portage.
Cooper's tough.
You got mat 3, Cameron Hilson of Maryville against Cam Cruz of Valparaiso.
England choose bottom. Sessa with a good college ride here. Good claw. On those claw rides, you want to see a claw ride and you want to bring your elbow from the claw back to your body. So you bank the torso a little bit, and it's a lot easier to start manipulating the body that way. Good stand up and escape by England. 1-0 lead now. Minute and a half left, second period. Working inside. Good hand fighting right now. Shot, shot, shot. This is offense right here, folks. This is wrestling. Wrestle in the ring now. Good thigh pry by Sonny. Good hips. Yep. England's kind of stuck underneath now.
Good hip pressure down. Belly whizzer there by Sonny. England's coming up with it.
Oh, he went north-south to get out of bounds. Smart kid. That's mat awareness right there. Snap by England. England's got some really good hands right now. Nice. Good hand fighting by both, meeting the opponent's levels. Thigh pry again by Sonny. Now he's got a lock.
Really extended there. Stalemate.
Good call. 29 seconds left, second period. 1-0 lead right now for England. There's a whistle. Collar tie right side by England. Level change. Little jab step. Shot. Warning stalling Sessa.
Shot at
in on a shot. Now he's got to work to a body if he can. Go to a body lock here. He's got to get out of the waist and work to a body lock. There's the body lock. He gets thrown from it.
Wow. Right to his back.
Time. Smart move by England at the end there.
We should have 3 for the takedown. There should be 3 for the takedown. I don't know about near fall.
2 near fall points.
All right.
So that was a 5-point maneuver right there. There's our 9th blood time. Sonny met the criteria for us. England with a 4-0 lead right now. And third period coming up.
Should be
5. He got 3, or the 3 for the takedown, and then 2 back points. It should be 5-0.
Didn't he have the escape at the beginning?
He sure did. So it should be 6-0. Correct. So that score is wrong.
Should be 6-0.
6-0. The escape first. The 3-point takedown will give it 4, plus the 2 swipes. That would give it 6. The near fall is not. He's taking the near fall away. That's why we're at 4 now. So no near fall, but we did get the takedown. 4-0 lead right now for England. Third period. Is Sessa going to go top and try to get a turn to tie, or is he going to go bottom and try to get out and maybe get a takedown to tie? His shots are good. If he can get 1, then get 3, they can tie it up. If he gets that momentum going, a lot of times when you get into third period and you get finally making overtime, you deserve to be there.
Well, that's the problem, though, right? If you go down and you don't get out right away, you know, you're losing a lot of time for your takedown, right?
Right.
But then again, if you're on top, or if you take neutral, you're putting an awful lot of confidence in your ability to take them down, let them up, and then take them down a second time.
Or take them down into a tilt, or take them down into a feet to back, to where you're getting those extra swipes and everything in there. A takedown to a dangerous situation where you can get 2 swipes, that's a 5-point maneuver. That's pretty sweet.
Yep.
And I'll take those. Still cleaning up a little bit of blood time on Sonny. This is your 138 championship match for the Duneland Conference. Sonny Sessa is at 18-5, and England's at 29-4. England wrestling for LaPorte High School. Another good one coming up after this one, I said, was Reed and Haney, and then right after that is Kirksey and Ortega. That's a good one. Fun one, dude.
And Ortega's down a weight class, too.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I was telling a lot of people, with Szymborski down from heavyweight to 215 and a couple other ones that went down, wrestling practices are tough. If you go into a wrestling practice, there's a good chance that if you are hydrating properly, that you can lose 6 to 7 pounds every single practice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you magnify that by 3 years or 3 months of practice really hard in a hot, sweaty room.
Great diet.
Yeah, and if you get maybe sick once, now you've lost some weight there too. That's going to drop you a weight class, being that most of them are only around 7 to 10 pounds away. It isn't hard to go a weight class down. You get some schools, like you were mentioning Cody Snook earlier, he had a kid that started off at 170 and now he weighs 140 at the end of the year. So he's at 30, he can't even wrestle now, so he's got to go up to 65, and you can't even barely get to the weight to wrestle that. And that's just a testament of the rooms, how hot it gets and how hard people work in wrestling. Sessa down 4-0, minute and 30 left. Headlock!
Oh, out
of bounds. Still neutral. England is really...
He is hyped.
Yes.
He's hyped.
Amped right now. We'll see if that does anything to Sonny. Try to go behind there. Sonny's working front headlock here. England being smart, circling away from that attack. Maybe he'll get a re-attack in here. Stalemate, good call, great job. Get the action going. 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Chat. No re-attack from Sonny, just a stall out. 55 seconds.
Got to do something here, Sonny.
Stalemate again. 41 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, Josh is wrestling really smart. He's not putting himself in dangerous situations. Even when he's taking a shot and he's cut underneath, he's not giving Sonny too much to work with.
And he hasn't went on the defense to where you have to worry about him stalling. He's going,
nice shot
wrestling
there by
the whole
Sonny.
time.
Nice shot there by Sonny there.
26 seconds. He's going to have to score here and put him to his back.
Yep.
So he's got to secure that Turk if he can.
He can just sit there. Oh, nice job. Nice elevator there.
England going to get 3 out of this maybe if Sonny can't hang on. Six seconds left. Josh just hangs out. He wins this.
He gets the 3. He's going to win it 7-0.
Don't do it, Sonny.
Hey. Whoa.
Don't do it, Sonny. Unsportsmanlike, both of them.
Yep.
It was a little chippy at the end there.
Who are they pointing at?
I don't know exactly what went on. Coach Lorick is not okay with it. England is conference champ this year, 2025.
Wow.
Your 138 weight class. A lot of times when people see this, you see the passion involved in this sport. After this gets done, these guys end up talking, be like, hey, my bad, dude. Sorry. I was fired up, and that's just the way things go. It's why you've seen the way the referees handled that.
So what happened, what it looked like was after England got the takedown, he was doing a crossface, but he was just hitting. He was hitting.
He was.
That was unsportsmanlike. Sonny took exception to it, got up, which anybody would have.
It's very rare for Sonny, too, because it takes a lot to get Sonny to do that.
Yep.
A lot.
And then, he took exception to getting.
I think they've just ejected Coach Lorick.
They did.
And 1 team point for each team.
Yep.
I know Coach Lorick going to bat, I don't blame him.
No.
I don't know what was said, and I don't agree or disagree. All I know is that I really appreciate seeing coaches going to bat for their kids because the parents in the stands want to see that.
Yep. Oh, there's some more pushing and shoving over there. There's more pushing and shoving over there with Crown Point and LaPorte.
Not sure exactly what's going on.
Now there's some bad blood going on.
Wrestling, baby. I love this sport. Everyone in here can defend themselves. You're putting yourself in danger by yelling in here.
Right.
I'm sorry. Everybody, even the moms are dangerous in this room.
This is a rough crowd, right?
Yeah, that's why you don't see a lot of fights in wrestling because everyone in here, even the moms, can swing on you, and they all know how to shoot a double. Good match here, Haney and Reed. 2 really tough wrestlers. We can see them both at state as well.
Reed right away on the legs.
Quick 3. Less than 10 seconds. He scores 3 and releases. Shot again. Maybe a go behind by Haney. Good defense. He's got to get off his knees. Back to the neutral.
Reed ranked 8th in the state. Haney ranked 19th.
Reed, good level changes. I like his stance. Hands in front. Kind of looks like Cook when he wrestled. Probably good that Cook's there.
That's a good coach to have mentor you, right?
He's a structured coach. I really like it. He's put together a pretty good staff. There's a lot of guys that have really put the program in a good position when Cook came in. Schwarzkopf and Jeremy and Vitello. They really put in a lot of effort in the middle school and with the youth program. That's a good thing for Cook to walk into as well.
I think we got an eye poke there.
Good Lord seemed fit to give him 2. He might get hit in the nose too.
Over on mat 1, wrestling for 3rd place, Landon Hunt of LaPorte, Kristen Tapia of Portage. Mat 3, wrestling for 5th, Markel Shelton of Maryville, Joey DeMayo of Chesterton. Right now, a 3rd place match, Tapia is up 3-0 at the end of the first. And on mat 3, looks like Shelton is up 4-0 for the 5th place match.
I like those Portage singlets, man. Those look
The
sweet.
white ones?
Yeah. Those are clean. Reed covers right. Chop right. Haney gets up to his feet quick. 6-2 earn point. 26 seconds left. Hand fight. Working meat hooks. Separation, 14, little clock look. Quick glance. 8 seconds. 6-2 lead for Reed.
You know, with the last match between England and Sessa, that could be a semi-state match.
Yeah.
They're not going to forget either.
They'll see each other, I think, at regionals, too.
Will they be at regionals together?
Yeah, I think so, at Crown Point. I think LaPorte has a sectional, and then they go to the Crown Point regional. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm probably wrong. 1 point escape. Reed 7-2. Hands down in front. Hands and head. That's your defense. Shot. Level change instead. Luke got out of there quick. Had an opportunity to go right back in if he wanted it. I think he's saving that one.
Luke's a high motor guy. He just keeps moving, keeps going.
Yeah, I like the way his approach to wrestling. Elbow pass here if he wants it. Oh, didn't want it. He wanted to back out. Can we make a move to get rid of these stinky headlock or headgears? Because I'm sick and tired of that. Watching kids consistently
mess with their headgear.
That thing's an annoyance. .55 seconds left. Haney in a bad situation here. He's got a body lock. Luke trying to get around and get the waist to get his head popped out, but Haney's pinching really good right now. His hope is for a stalemate. There's a stalemate right there. That was a really smart IQ move by Haney there to keep that knee up and not allow Luke to get his head out. Luke with really good level changes. Haney trying to match levels. Luke has a timing with his footwork I've been noticing. It's that he likes to rotate towards rotate away from your power punch, and then he'll cross his feet when he goes to it. That could cause problems for him down the road. Footwork, crossing your feet in wrestling is sometimes a bad habit when you get guys that go low ankle.
End of the second period. Luke Reed up 7-2 over Logan Haney from Crown Point. Luke's going to go down to start the third.
Ooh, he tried hopping a boot in, still got it in there. Trying to hop another one in. Luke may be coming up here. If he does, he got a spladle opportunity. Oh, Haney's seen it. Yeah, we're beatboxing with the microphone now. Great job. Great job. Sounds like gunshots with that thing.
Oh, he fell off. Haney fell off.
Oh, good
reversal.
Cross face to finish it up. 9-2 now. Reed with the lead. Haney trying to figure it out right now. He's still not out of it. An escape and a big move put you in the lead.
Shelton from Maryville took fifth. Tapia from Portage took third at 144.
Stalling red. You've seen it in Kenny's face. Referees don't ever want to call stall. They don't want to. Every time we call a stalling, we're just like, oh, I hate having to call this on you. Start wrestling.
Start wrestling, yeah. Do something.
And you can't say it when you're refereeing, like, hey, Start wrestling or I'm going to give you a stall. Like, I wish you could say that to both kids and then it'd promote that, but then it sounds like you're helping out a kid.
Right.
You know?
Like you're coaching, yep.
Yeah, and that's never the situation with me when I – and youth,
Wow.
I'll say it.
Great action. Haney got the escape, went in, almost had the takedown, and Reed just kept rolling and kept moving out of bounds to get the restart. No points.
9-3, 18 seconds left. Haney doing what he can.
Yep. Again, one big move. That's it. Good match.
Your champion, 144, Malcolm, Luke Reed.
He slid the mic away from him very gently. Kirksey and Ortega coming up.
The results from 138.
Ortega's looking a little fuzzy in there. It's nice to have it where wrestling will allow you to grow beards and stuff now. I was annoying. Like, oh, he has to shave. Like,
Clean
dude,
shaven, yep.
I got to shave with the same thing that guy just shaved his armpit with? Same thing he shaved his ankle with to get taped? No, I don't want to put that on my face.
Now wrestling 150 pounds from Maricopa, Marlon Kirksey, and from Portage, Michael Ortega.
Ortega, good stance. Kirksey, a really spunky wrestler. He's got a lot of attacks.
Oh, nice ankle pick there. Good job by Ortega to get out of that.
These are two kids that are going to be at state this year. You can say that a lot for the finals here at the Duneland.
For sure.
Most likely, everybody in the finals in the Duneland will probably be at state.
Both of these kids built almost the same. I think Ortega's just a little bit taller than Kirksey.
Working Russian on the left side. Ortega trying to work there. Let's see what kind of offense he's got out of the Russian.
Keep circling to it.
Nothing there. Kirksey wasn't letting it happen. Minute 15 left. In on a shot. Trying to work up on Ortega. Ortega trying to turn and burn, get that ankle. He's hoping for a stalemate here.
And he gets it.
And he's going to get it. 58 seconds left. That was smart there by Ortega, reaching back the other way to get that leg. Kirksey was stuck underneath, and he knew it. Nice shot off the whistle. I like the double shot when he's going straight at him by Ortega. It'd be a little bit more effective if he could slightly get maybe about 2-3 inches over to the side when he does that. Because then he can force Marlon to try to square off to stop him, and it's going to put him in a bad situation.
Marlon ranked third at 150 in the state. Michael Ortega ranked ninth at 157.
I like seeing Ortega come down a weight class for this.
Yeah, go after it, right?
You need to get measuring sticks before you go into the state series, and Kirksey's a really good measuring stick because that boy's good. Nice shot.
Attempt, back out.
Re-attack by Kirksey.
He's got that quick hand with the going after the ankles.
We're going to get a 0-0 first period. I'm all right with that. Good, smart wrestling, a lot of action.
Yep. Feeling each other out, trying to see what they can open up on each other.
A lot of shot attempts for 0-0. I like it. It's good defense. Ortega's going to try to be the first to score, and he's going to choose bottom.
Right to his feet, gets the escape.
Quick escape.
Trying to fight wrist.
Minute 30 left. Shot by Ortega.
Shot,
He gets
gets
in
the
on the
leg.
leg.
Gonna get that. He's going to get that.
Kirksey trying to keep that away. He's going to know where he's at. Field. Oh, re-attack.
Re-attack. Wow.
He had his leg, and Kirksey went in for a shot. That's the talent level of this kid. And both of them, the IQ, minute and 18.
Yeah. Such a good job by both wrestlers. Kirksey on going after that ankle while Ortega had his leg. Good job by Ortega to defend it. There it is
Another
again.
one. Good action here on the edge.
Yep. Going to restart.
Out of bounds. Great action by both athletes. Whistle's blown, minute left. We're halfway through this match. 1-0 lead for Ortega.
Another shot. Keep going. Lift it.
We were just in this situation, but there's a lot more real estate. Now they're working back towards the edge. Kirksey's smart.
Pulls that in. Got to pull that leg in.
Still no score. Great job by the referee.
Yep.
Both refs in great position. Ortega doing what he can to reach.
Yep. He's still trying to pull him in.
The ref has to kind of stay with this action, too. Neutral. Wow. Great defense by Kirksey.
Yep.
Now we're going to question. We're going to see it. He's going to want to make sure that he made the right call. Great job by the ref. This is what I like to see. Making sure he's doing the right thing, and he's going to Lawrence on the side. Lawrence had a great viewpoint.
And Lawrence was very definitive. Nope.
Wrist control. This is great wrestling right here. 40 seconds left, third period.
Kirksey on the shot. End of the period.
End of the period.
1-0. Wow.
Choice Kirksey. He's going to go underneath, I'm sure.
Scotty, right?
Sometimes I never know because these coaches know their wrestlers a lot better than we do, and they're like, hey, look, man, you stink on the bottom, so let's go top. And then next thing you know, they win, and you look like a genius, you know? Well,
not only do they know their wrestlers, but they know their opponents, you know, with all the technology and everything, watching film, and they know what their opponents can do, what their wrestler can do.
In Region Sports.
That's right.
You come watch us and see everybody. Everybody that's anybody.
Nice
in
ankle
area.
pick.
Look at the defense by Ortega. 1-1.
Man.
We're going to get our first championship overtime. Haven't had an overtime yet here in the finals.
Nope, not yet.
Kirksey trying to circle in. Smart. A little shuck by elbow pass. Didn't work by Ortega. Shot. Good defense.
There's so much action on this match.
Oh, Kirksey's waiting for him to shoot and plant that lead foot, so he can go back to that ankle attack. Kirksey's low ankle is nasty.
Yeah,
he likes to
is.
go up underneath and come out the back door, too. That waterfall position, I've seen him in a lot this year.
He does a really great job. He's got them long arms, get that ankle.
Shot.
Nice defense there.
Maybe a go behind by Ortega. He's trying to post that elbow inside. Kirksey's strong. He's got short elbow on the other side.
Reshot there by Ortega. Nothing.
Good defense. Kirksey with good head control in on a single. If he keeps that elbow, he can dump Ortega. It's not going to be easier said than done.
Stalemate.
Good call by the ref, keeping the action going. Referees have done an amazing job today. Head tap shot. Re-attack.
Re-attack. Good defense. Man.
20 seconds left. Let's see what we got here. In this position, if I was Ortega, I ain't going to lie, I'm going to go for a slight choke right here to try to choke you out and go behind.
Yep, just squeeze it nice and tight.
Yeah.
Look at him circle.
Good re-attack again by Kirksey.
Yep.
Man.
Looks like we're going to OT.
We're watching the semi-state finals right now in Duneland Conference Championship.
Man.
Depending on what weight class Ortega goes. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at that action, baby. He's ready to go in overtime.
We're ready to do this.
That's why I like when the ref gets in the middle. When I go in the middle, a lot of times they'll headbutt me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care.
How'd you get the black eye, ref?
Yeah. I got kicked in that. I got healed a few times.
Oh, both took a shot at the same time. Nice
boot scoot.
Wow.
Both on the attacks. This is like the Quiros-Maldonado match earlier.
Man, neither one of them's given up. Look at dump.
Not yet.
Nothing yet. He gives it to him. Wow. Great match.
Man.
23 seconds left in overtime. Ortega's going to get the takedown.
On the edge. He was in that position about 3 times.
Yep.
Kudos to both of you guys.
Yep. Hey, he finally learned what he had to do in order to get that takedown. Great job by both wrestlers. Great job by both wrestlers.
Very good job. And he worked through that like you were saying. You know, you could see the progress as he kept on firing it off. He's seen the potential in it. And at the end there, he ended up getting it, and he just tweaked it just a little bit. You know, you're right.
Yep. Super important. He learned as the match went on exactly what he needed to do.
He really did. Now we're moving on to our 157 matchup. Schaaf and Griff going at it. Griff got the mask off. He's decided not to go, Michael Myers on everybody.
Right now he's got a cradle locked up.
Really nice one,
looking to end this one pretty quick.
I like the chin whip cradle.
He's up
Wow.
10-1, 10-2,
Oh, man.
13-2. I think that should be the score, 13-2, right? Yep.
Well,
there it is.
13-1, he hasn't given him the escape yet, did he?
Yeah, he gave him the escape, and then he got the takedown right away, right on the edge.
Okay. I looked down at scores.
I know, that quick.
It's like Griff must have watched really closely at Landon last night with that 54-second technical fall that he had. He's 13-2 right now in 51 seconds. One takedown away from getting a tech fall in the first period in the first minute. That is insanely hard, and now you hear about it.
Yep.
That was something you rarely ever heard of.
First period tech was something to shoot for.
First
that was
minute tech is insane.
Now yep. We got blood time number 10.
Number 10, I like it. This one's an elbow. I don't know if I count those. Those we should give halves. Knees and elbows should be the halves. Those,
I agree,
anything on the head counts as a full one.
Third place match on mat 1, 157. Alejandro Alvarez from Portage against Anthony Bustamante from Maryville. And the fifth place match on mat 3 at 157. Christian Ford of LaPorte against Connor Haynes of Valpo. Griff right after it, 13-3. Let him back up.
Griffin feels confident right now. Hasn't even really put on a sweat. Blast double.
Yep, right.
Jordan Burroughs feet to back on Charlie. He keep him there now. That's 16-3. He needs 2 more. Cut and run. He looks back to Coach Sherg and Coach Hawkins. He says, should I let him up? And they were like, yeah, get your shot. There's
and
the
he's
tech.
going to get it.
19-4 tech fall. Griff with a great showing. First period tech fall on Charlie Schaefer. Charlie's a ranked wrestler too. It ain't easy. Both the Schaefers are good wrestlers. You got Adrian Palat coming up. I was talking to him earlier. I was like, hey, I've probably been saying your name awful this entire time. Calling you Pellet or something like that. How do you say it? He's like, it doesn't really matter. I was like, no, you can tell me. I'd like to say it finally right.
That's a good kid right there.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
He goes, it's Palat. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to call you Little Pereira because that's what you remind me of. He's like, well, I'm going to cut my hair like that soon. I'm like, man, I see you come in with that war paint like Pereira. I'm just going to sit there and get your autograph, get pictures with you or something. He is a Little Pereira, man. That kid's fun to watch wrestle. He's really strong. Deceivingly strong. You look at him, you're like, he looks kind of strong. He's really strong, wrestling strong. Clark had a tough match last night. He's walking through at the end. I saw him talking with with Paul about it, and Paul giving him good advice. Paul's always got great advice for his little brother. He'll be going for 3rd or 4th place. Adrian's going to be taking on Andrew Schaefer. And then we'll have Torado Anderson and then Salas Montgomery coming up.
157 for 3rd place. Bustamante wins it by fall over Alvarez.
Alvarez is going to come up. I like that kid's wrestling.
He's a freshman, too.
He's going to do really well. I was talking to Coach Colza about him. He likes a lot of the things he sees.
You know, we were talking about it earlier. Kids here that had success, you know, region kids that had success in wrestling coming back and coaching. Colza, Cook.
Yeah.
You know.
I had a lot of fun with Colza. His dad and his little brother Dominic was a really good wrestler as well. He's a really good football player too. We couldn't sucker Dante into football. He was a wrestler.
Some kids just know their sports.
Well, Dante was good with the ladies and good at wrestling. It's not a bad thing. I mean, if you look good in spandex, it really helps out.
Right.
It's hard to look good in spandex. You see those guys riding those bikes everywhere.
5th place match still going on. Ford to LaPorte. Leading right now 8-3 over Haynes of Valpo. Looks like he's going to give up a penalty point for locking hands, though, so it's going to go 8-4.
Who got the point? Red? Because Red was locked in between the thighs. He had in between the crotch.
One green.
Locking hands, he had it in between the thighs. I must have missed the first one. I have a habit of doing that and then looking at it and saying, that's not right. And then I watch a replay afterwards. I'm like, okay.
That was right.
I'm not smart. I gave Coach Cook a attaboy on his shoes. Those are sweet looking, dude. Oh, good roll through. Great job by Haynes there.
Right to there you go.
Got a minute left. He's going to get 3 of it. Now it's tied up.
Wow.
Oh, you can't stay on your knees now that you got this. There's that Okie foot. Coach Cook, I wonder what he's calling it now over at Valpo.
Oh, looking for the turn.
Working heavy on the right side, trying to arm chop, getting his opponent on his hip. Ford having a hard time coming up. He only needs 1.
Got 25 seconds to get it. Got to move. Got to move. Can't just sit there, put your head down. Got to come up. You got that arm now. Start coming up. There it is.
He's got to bring him back down. Now he's got to come work his way up. He's got to work up, and he can't lock his hands here either.
Nope. Oh, got to be careful here.
Oh, don't pull him on top of you. 5 seconds left. We may have an overtime here. Andrew Schaefer going out there looking like Rocky. He got busted in the nose. Those are good pictures. You get your face busted up from wrestling and you're a little bloody, make sure you get a couple photos. I promise you, being able to show them to your kids afterwards is going to make their hard situations of wrestling a lot easier, because they're going to see the moment where their parents were, whether it be dad or mom nowadays. Because I've seen some really good black eyes on some of the girl wrestlers, and they look tough with those 2 braids and stuff, and black eyes and a bloody nose. Like, man, dude, take pictures of that so your kids can see that.
Black eyes, a split across the eyebrow.
Yeah. Those moments like that, because wrestling gets tough. And if you could be like, hey, look, here's a moment of my weakness, and I push through it, and you can too. But when you see the photo, it's better than mom and dad just telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Good situation here. Haynes got an opportunity to get this 3. He's got 22 seconds left.
Ford coming around the back. Trying to come around the back.
Haynes elevating the toe. 6 seconds left.
Nothing.
Oh, he got the hand around at the very end.
Wow.
All right. Green's going to go bottom. 30 seconds. They're going to fix the clock here. This is your 157. What was it, fifth or sixth?
157. Fifth place match, yep.
Fifth place match, that's right. Going far knee, far ankle. That's the perfect time to go switch if you can bring that knee drive forward. Stalling for not coming off the ankle. That's not a good thing in overtime to get that.
No, it's not.
Especially after you get a restart afterwards, you got a chance to do it again. Oh, he got caught around front. Haynes might get himself a reversal here.
Keep coming. Keep coming.
He's got to keep circling left.
You got to get that arm out.
Oh, couldn't get out of it. In those situations in the 30-second period, honestly, reversals are nice, but get your point. Just get one. Get away.
Yep.
You know, reversals are great, but you have to put a little bit more effort in to get offense out of defense than you do just defense.
Look at this. What do you think of this? Give him the one. In overtime, and tiebreaker. Give him the one, and we're going to try to get the takedown.
And it's working.
So far, it might. He's got 15 seconds. You got to pop out.
That's the eccentric wrestling of Jason Cook, where he knows little different things that he sees.
Got to come out. Got to get it. 7, 6, 5, 4.
He couldn't do it.
2, 1. He did it. Oh, my God.
Last second. Cook and Howland down in the corner looking like geniuses.
I don't even know what to say on that.
That was beautiful. That's coaching, baby. They saw something and went for it. Holy moly.
That's one of those decisions where you either look like an idiot or a genius.
Yeah.
And they look like geniuses. Man, I don't know if I would have had the stones to pull the trigger on that one.
That was nice. Got it with like 0.6, man. Great job by Haynes.
Hey, way to get it done.
Ford couldn't hang on. He was trying his best, man. That was a tough situation for him. Now we got Andrew Schaefer and Adrian Palat. You've got Palat of moves, I'll tell you that much.
Your champion at 150, Portage, Mike Ortega.
I don't know about those spandex hanging out of his purple spandex, though.
Adrian ranked first in state. When you're ranked first in state, you can wear what you want, right?
You can wear whatever you want, man.
Now wrestling at 165 from Maryland, Adrian Palat.
Third place match on mat 1. Celestino Garcia from Lake Central against Ben Clark at Crown Point. Fifth place match, Henry Hanna Valpo just won over James Bell from Portage.
Look how easily Andrew's not an easy wrestler to wrestle. He's tough. Adrian is going slow and making it look easy. That's tough, man. That kid's put in some work. I know Andrew's probably having a hard time breathing right now. Going to have to breathe through his mouth this whole match. That's not a very fun thing to do either. Trust me, with my big broken nose, I know. This thing's been broke 8 times. It is not fun to breathe. My wife's like, dude, when you sleep, it's so loud. Go behind, really easily done. Palat run and go. I'm going to start calling him Pereira. Pereira with the let up.
He just goes.
Kid's on a different level, man. He's built for it. See, that right there is just that go behind. That's not even really a lot of offense. That's just, hey, look, that's opportunity. I'm going to take 3 points when I can get them.
You know, and it turns into something else, too, when you're just getting beat every time everything you try to do, and your opponent just beating you. What do you have left to do? You know.
There's not much.
And when you have a wrestler like Adrian against you, it's real easy for you just to kind of go, ugh.
Yeah. This is where you try to figure out all your go-to big moves.
Yeah.
Nice snap by Adrian. There's the snaps we were looking for.
Heavy hands there, yep.
That was what I'm talking about. Nice step back as he did it. All pressure, elbows in tight, core strength. Now he's working that hammer across. That's one of the favorite options here in this Maryville team. Now, what we called it a Chesterton cradle because we watched a few of the old school wrestlers do it. We'd have that situation and then hook the leg and bring the head to it and put our head just to hold the arm and hook the cradle from there as you get that hammer lock across. We called it a Chesterton cradle.
Excuse me, from 157.
Red chooses neutral.
I like it.
Palat up 15-4 starting the second. Hey, way to go, Schaefer. Get after it.
Got to attack, man.
Just go. What do you have to lose, right?
Nice trip attempt, too. I like those. That's that Helen Maroulis. I love watching her do that trip. Palat in on a leg again. This will give him a 21-5 tech fall.
Tech fall, yep.
That's it. He was really nice during that match. He's seen Shafe a while. He was coming in here for some hardware and leaving. That's what he was doing today. Great job by Little Pereira. Good match coming up. This is a rematch for the third time. Lucas Anderson and Juan Tirado. Juan has dominated this series right now. Lucas looking to find a way to push through. Tirado looking really strapped today. He looks healthy. He looked like he was a couple times, maybe about a month ago. He didn't look like he was feeling all that well the way he was wrestling. I think he was wrestling Crown Point, and Stewart had the lead, and Tirado came back and won that one. But he just didn't seem like himself. Anderson trying to find a way to cut that tech fall lead away from Tirado, and that's going to be tough. These are two kids you could see in a semi-state championship as well, and we could see both of them downstate, depending on how they wrestle.
Yeah, Tirado ranked 7th in the state. Anderson ranked 10th.
Good control. Anderson keeping the wrist low on Tirado. I like it. Oh, good job. North-south situation. Anderson staying tight. Waterfall.
Good job by Tirado coming through.
Good scramble, right?
Yeah.
Good switch attempt by Anderson. Tirado riding tough. Might release him here. And he does. 3-1. Lucas got to get back into the middle. There's a shot by Anderson.
He's in tight.
He's got to bank that. He's got to get his head out of there.
Head out and turn it.
Can't get caught flat.
Yep, good job by Tirado flattening him out. Working on them hands. Now he's got the leg hooked.
Got to build.
Anderson's in a bad spot here.
Very bad. Cross-shoulder tilt. He's going to give up the 3.
6-1. Tirado's leading. Less than a minute left.
Build, head up, good job. Back into him now. Tirado riding tough on the left side. Anderson trying to get a little second breath here and work his way up. Tirado a little overpowering with that ankle. Working tough chop. "17 seconds left. Tirado riding tough, pressuring Lucas into the ground. Riding toes deep, trying to get that cross shoulder tilt. 6-1 lead right now for Tirado. Let's see what we choose now in the second period. Choice is going to be a Tirado. Tirado's going to choose bottom. Anderson going to be on the top. Let's see if Anderson goes to a spiral, across a far knee, far ankle, or a chop. Covers left. Double bump into the spiral on the right side, college ride. Maybe hop a boot in on the left.
Tirado coming up, faces into him.
Lucas has got a lift here.
Good job. Oh, right to his back. Good job by Lucas. Lucas has got him. Oh, man. Wow.
Reversal.
Wow.
That's going to be 8-4 now.
Tirado almost lost it there. Good job by Lucas. Just real heads-up wrestling there. I'll tell you what, when you're in that position, it doesn't feel good to get out of it when you're on your back like that. It hurts.
Yeah.
But losing hurts more.
It sure does. Tirado with a nice head lever on the left side. Lucas is going to have to get his arm underneath. It's good to grab that, get that on that elbow and grab your wrist and pull your arm away from that. Now he's got that arm down. He's going to watch himself. He's going to get turned here. Lucas can roll through on this, though. We worked on a few sit-throughs on that.
Minute left in the second. Tirado's up 8-4.
If he can come up and sit when he starts to run, he can put Tirado to his back. He's got to build. Tirado with a really tough ride. You see how tough he is on top. Lucas making it tough to turn, though. Lucas has got to come up. He's got to get his head off the mat, come straight up, free his hips. There's a switch attempt. Now he's up. Granby attempt. Great job by Tirado to keep following, but Lucas is coming through. Could have him on the top here. There's a reversal. Tirado rides the hips
just
back
rolls
around. That's talent right there.
Man.
Great wrestling by both. 8 seconds left, second period. 8-4.
Did he just hit Anderson with stalling on bottom?
I would hope not. You're being overpowered on the bottom, trust me. And there was 8 seconds of it. They just got done with a nasty roll through. 8-4 starting on our feet. Good snap. Lucas with a shot, and he can't let that go behind get there because that's what happened with Tirado a few times with his go behind. The majority of the points that Tirado has scored on Anderson has been the go behind. Anderson's shooting that shot squared, and he needs a little bit of an angle on that. Tirado riding tough, pinching left.
Pinch, yep.
Anderson's going to come up on that pinch. That's all he's got is an Okie foot back there. There's a sit, short sit. Now you got to sit out, turn in. Sit out, turn in. Make him follow you.
But he's got to keep moving. He did that short sit, and then he stopped.
Yes. That's where your turn in should be. Or turn out, however you're going to do it, depending on the stalling green this time.
Stalling green? Really?
11-4 lead right now for Tirado.
He called stalling on Anderson after that roll through there. I don't know. All right.
He saw something we wasn't paying attention to. Hammer lock on that left side. Anderson having a hard time with that. These are one of those moments where I start bending fingers accidentally to get you to stop doing things to me. Anchor on the right side by Tirado.
Short sit, go through it.
Anderson's made some improvement on this. He's been teched both times by him. Right now he's losing by decision. That's a big improvement. Tirado's a kid that you could see in the finals, so making improvements on a kid like this is really good. Stalling Green
again.
1 point, 6 point lead now. Now, if Lucas gets up, he's 1 point, one move away from winning this. Gonna need an escape here.
Okay.
Must have been riding parallel.
Okay.
Oki on the left. Anderson's got to get that toe pointed up and knee slide.
Trying to suck back 5 seconds.
Got to come up. Maybe a headlock coming through. Not happening. Tirado says, get back down.
And that's going to be it. Tirado's going to win it.
It's going to be a 6-point win, a decision this time by Tirado. Anderson made some improvements right there. Even put Tirado to his back with a headlock. I told him beforehand that option was going to come there, and if he does stick him from that option, he better look at me. That option came. He had him there. Just ran out of real estate, and then he couldn't keep it locked. Second place by him. That's a really good job. Here's a fun one to watch. Cesar Salas in here, trying to get himself a Duneland championship as a freshman. He's got himself a few championships there this year. He's been at some tournaments and has won some really tough ones, and he's a freshman 190 winner at Al Smith.
This kid, like, where did he come from?
He came.
What planet?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, back in the days, gods like to hand down little bitty demigods. Well, there's good chance that Salas, being the size he is going to be a dangerous force when he gets to college.
Look at that. Ankle pick. Man.
Really nice shot, takedown. He's really technical at that size, really agile at 190. And you know how it is as a freshman to come in at these heavier weights to be effective. He's that kid.
He doesn't wrestle like a freshman.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, even freshmen that come in that have been wrestling for a while, started wrestling in elementary, they're still kind of that learning curve. There's a few that don't have that, right? Jesse Mendez, that sort. This is one of them.
Yeah, Caesar is fun. I wonder where he's going to end up in his collegiate career. We got another blood time, be a number 11.
11.
Crown Point's been bleeding a lot today. Got some bleeders in Crown Point. It must be having some rough practices.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch Caesar throughout his high school career, see what he does.
Yeah, he reminds me of a D. Al Capone VZ style wrestler. Yeah. One of those kids that's going to be nationally ranked, consistently, putting out All-Americans and stuff like that. Because VZ was, I think he's in second place for Indiana for All-Americans on a national level behind Wesley English. And I could see Salas being one of those kids that could threaten that.
He's just built different.
Yeah, he's a really strong kid. He's got strong shoulders. There's no his whole body has muscle. It's not like, he's more upper body or more lower body no. He's kind of like a machine. And
he moves so quick and agile.
Good move here. Working out that hammer lock again.
30 seconds left. He's up 13-2.
Oh, extended. That's my favorite portion about that one is just extending it across their back and rotating into a half. But he's smart. He'll only get the points here that he needs, and then he'll finish.
Yep.
There's the tech fall. He didn't even need the pin. He was like, what do I got? Wasn't even looking at him. Just threw a half, was looking at the score like, oh, yeah, there's my swipes. That's enough. I'm done. I don't really feel like sweating anymore. He's going to go home and get prepared to watch that Buckeye Notre Dame game here on Monday. Either way, a Buckeye wins that. You know that, right?
Yep. I won't be watching it. I'll be at the Hawks game.
That's not a bad place to be because, honestly, that's my favorite place to hear the national anthem.
Yep.
That is the only place in the world where it is insanely loud during the national anthem, and I love every second of that. Dude, tell me that doesn't make the difference in that game right there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I like hockey fans. One of my favorite things about hockey fans, because I had the season tickets to the Wolves for a long time, and my favorite thing was when play was going on, the aisles, you were not allowed to walk up and down the aisles in a hockey game. they stop you from walking up and down the aisles because you can get in somebody's way of watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the last places you want to do that, at a place where people fight on the ice with bare knuckles, and the people in the stands are drunk. So you don't really want to mess with them. Stay out of their way. When play stops, then you can go to your seat. And I think that's awesome. It's the only sport that I know that does that. Waiting for the match to finish over on mat 2. Or, I'm sorry, mat 1.
Yeah.
That's Patrick Moken and Brendan Peterson. 4-3 right now.
Peterson from Lake Central's leading. Minute 40 left in the match.
Foot to the mat. Good to see Zimborski at 2:15 here coming up. We appreciate you guys coming out and joining us, listening in. You know, all of you studs who sat through the first session and the second session, we really appreciate you. If you guys get bored, just throw it on, walk around, do whatever you have in the house. It helps us with the views and all those things. Please share if you can. I know a lot of people's family members can't make it out to see it, so this is one of the reasons why we like to do this, to make sure everybody gets an opportunity to see their loved ones wrestle or someone, their competition or something like that. But share it worldwide if you can. You're watching Takedown Time, built by Union Carpenters on the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle. We got a few Union boys here as our commentators. I like it. Hard workers, little blue-collar boys. But then again, that's what Sean was saying last night. What's more blue-collar than wrestling?
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't get any more blue-collar than that.
It really doesn't. We are the only sport that has blood time. And if we make you bleed too long, we win. That's pretty cool. Like, the only thing I could do with that is hockey lets you fight, and then they put you on timeout for 5 minutes, and then you can come fight them again. That's pretty cool, too. And it's not frowned upon. Those are my kind of sports.
I like that. If we make you bleed for too long, we win.
That's right. Hey, man, you bled longer than 5 minutes. I win, right? Great job today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Blue's a good color. Mr. Oweta. Cruz, I like him, man. He's a spunky kid. I remember, I think it was either the Harvest or County. I can't remember which one it was, but he came up to me. He said, I plan on winning the state championship. As a freshman. Boy, I like that attitude, boy. That sounds good. Now we got Zimborski up now.
Zimborski and McClellan.
McClellan's a tough kid, man. So McClellan, I'm sure this is a really good match for him because he gets to see somebody at a high level as well. Because McClellan, he usually walks through kids. He's going to have a harder time walking through Zimborski. Lucas, two-time Tennessee state champ, was from the Indiana area for a while, moved away, decided to take his talents to Tennessee so he could show those Tennessee boys how the Indiana boys do it. And then he came back to see if he can get him one more in here.
You know, looking at some of the notable matches that McClellan's been in, lost to Noah Weaver, lost to Salas, lost to Bartoszek, lost to Abad, lost to Hunt.
Top 6 people in the state?
Yeah,
Yeah. Great shot by McClellan on Zimborski. He's got a cradle locked up.
Good job by Zimborski.
Wow, had a standing cradle on Zimborski.
Man.
That's what I was saying about McClellan. This kid, this is a good match for him. He gets to see somebody of some really high level, and McClellan walks through the majority of the guys he wrestles other than the high-level kids. His dad's a big guy, too. I see him in the stands all the time, so this kid's probably going to even get bigger.
You know, and something like that in the middle of the match, like we all know who Zimborski is. Everett knows who he is, knows his ranking, knows his record. He does something like that in the match. Wait a minute, I have a chance here.
Yeah, I just locked up a cradle on this guy.
And I just boost your confidence. and that allows you to go out there and wrestle a little better.
Those are life-changing. They're not just match-changing. Those right there get your confidence, like you were talking about. That will change your entire perspective on life when you get those moments of clarity, and you're like, oh, I was way off. I could do this.
Yep. I do belong here.
I do belong here. Because a lot of times you do second guess, like, am I as good as they're saying, or am I as good as I think I am? And then you realize, like, oh, man, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Will all 190-pound place winners please report to the podium? Again, all 190 placers report to the podium, please.
Zimborski's going to take bottom, 0-0 going into the second period. That's a positive thing right now for McClellan. He's got a good ride. Zimborski's going to find out whether or not it's good enough. He got out of it. 1-0. Good hand fighting here. Little Pereira, I think, with his hands, with his snaps between him and Gendris. It's between them usually. The bricklayer, local 4, heavy hands. Because the way they hand fight it's next level. The weight they put on people's body and the way they manipulate that center line and get them leaning and then snap, and then the way they're hand fighting through things and reattacking. I think those two are really impressive. 1-0, halfway through this match, 1 minute left in the second period. Zimborski with his back to the ring, McClellan forcing him back. A shot by Zimborski there.
Yep.
McClellan with good heavy hips. North-south, Zimborski might get this unless we get a roll through by Everett.
Nope.
Gave up the 3. 40 seconds left, second period, 4-0 now.
Zimborski getting a boot in.
A 215-pound boot. Oh.
Yeah, that's hard.
You see that when the opponent's knees come off the ground, the torque on the lumbar area is insane. It hurts so bad when they do that. That's why I think I rode legs so many times. I knew what it did. Can't stay parallel right there. We'll get a stalemate in the stall. 5 seconds left. In the second period.
McClellan's choice. What do we do here?
He's going to go neutral. He couldn't get off the bottom right there. But honestly, I ain't going to lie to you. I still went down because that 4 points. With the new takedown, if I get my 1, I'm going to need 3 to tie it up. Now 3 takes it down. I'm going to need a turn. Or cut and run.
Unless we do a feet to back situation.
Exactly. And that's always everybody's got that in their back pocket. Now the chess match starts. You see them look at each other like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Intellect takes over. Forehead to forehead. You're going to want to get your head underneath. I like to use the jaw line to rotate my head around underneath the chin, because if I get my head underneath your chin, it's impossible for you to sprawl. Yeah, little pokes. All right, you get a little funky there. You head tap me, I head tap you. Now here's where I get a really big club in. The ref usually kind of stops the match then, kind of talks to us.
Good match.
Shot by McClellan.
Oh,
reattack. Picks him up.
Elevator.
Almost. 2 shows of power right there.
Yep.
Strong individuals, but Zimborski ended up pulling it off. McClellan keeping that leg right now. He's in a really good position.
Lift it up.
What happened? Oh, he called injury time. Smart man. whether it was real or not, his knee probably is hurt. But in that situation, if you do call that, you don't get reversed.
True. Hopefully he's not injured.
I hope not. This kid's too talented. I don't like seeing tough kids get hurt. I don't like seeing anybody get hurt, to be honest with you. I like to hurt you, but I don't like to injure you. You know what I'm saying? Getting hurt, there's a lot of the coaches will tell you at practice, are you hurt or are you injured? If you're hurt, you get your butt back up and you keep going. If you're injured, you need to go to the hospital. You need to make a choice. Well, in wrestling, you could be both and still wrestle.
Yep.
Spencer Lee, 2 fully torn knees, went out and won a natty in the college level. And I think Acuna's talking to Lawrence about possibly
reversal.
Getting the reversal or at least one escape for the loss of control.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jason's going to talk about it, but I don't know if there was enough evidence of it to change the call. Top man's going to cover on the left. Whistle blows. McClellan comes up, forces backwards.
Gets the escape. Get after it. Something here.
McClellan with a shot. Zimborski backing it up a little bit.
He's got a stall to give, though.
He sure does.
Got to do something here.
7-1. That's a nice match right there for McClellan.
Yeah, it is.
See this is the first time they probably saw each other.
Yep.
And it's a decision win for Zimborski. In comes Mr. Machete.
You know, like we were just saying, though, that's a good match for McClellan. A good constant and boosting match. Like, he hung in there, really tough. Number 1 ranked heavyweight.
Yeah, wrestling at 215. That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
When you're number 1 at heavyweight and you can drop to 215 and wrestle one of the top guys at 215 and still be effective on both sides. This is going to be our last weight class of the day. We appreciate you guys coming out to join us both sessions. Our management is executive producer Chris Ramirez, operations manager Rich Castillo, coordinating producer Zach Miller, and sports director Mike Dewan. Our broadcast crew earlier was Ryan Bailey and Rudy Velasco. Now you got me and Ryan. Producers and cameramen, you got Zach Miller and Zach Zanelli. Zach squared. You got Thalen Steiner and Mike Dewan. We want to give thanks to the schools, Crown Point, Michigan City, Valparaiso, LaPorte, Chesterton, Maryville, Portage, and Lake Central. The athletic director here at Chesterton is Jeff Hamstra. We appreciate his hospitality and his hospitality room. You know, Miss Kiro, she always has great hospitality room, and the Schaefers and everyone here that helps out with the hospitality room. I love it. And our viewers, make sure you're watching on Facebook /Region Sports Nation, YouTube /Region Sports Nation, and RegionSports.com. Tristan Machete trying to slide by here.
Yeah,
Going to get a quick takedown.
He's gotten 2 great takedowns so far. This is the 3rd one. 2 couple duck unders. Gonna let him up again.
Keeping control on him. There's another
duck. By up.
Tristan making it look easy.
Lift it, go.
There's 3. 12-3, 47 seconds left. Machete putting up points. Crown Point is going to be your team champions. Right now they're sitting at 283.5, and in second place, Portage High School. We kind of knew those two were going to be the top 2 the way they're going, but we knew that Maryville was going to threaten the second place shots. Maryville ended up in 3rd, but in 193.5. They pulled off some really good wins today. Lake Central is going to be 5th place. Or Maryville 3rd, Chesterton High School is in 4th at 171.5. Lake Central at 5th, 127.5. Valpo in 6th at 95.5.
And Machete with the bundle, looking for the fall here.
This is where the big guy gets on top of you. It's hard to get off.
Good job, Tristan.
And that will conclude your Duneland Championship for 2025. Tristan Machete is going to be your heavyweight champion in 2025. We had a really good matches here today. I saw some really good drops in weight. We also saw some people headhunting on a few situations, and I liked it. Kids were improving, and this is the moment where you need to do that. Your competition really isn't the guy you're wrestling. It's your alarm clock. It's your work ethic. It's your drive. It's your intestinal fortitude. That's your competition. It's you, the guy in the mirror, and at this point right now. And you've got to try to figure out what that guy in the mirror is doing bad that you can make him do better, and not worry about your opponent, because you've done everything you could to this point to prepare for them, you know?
Absolutely.
It's tweaks and everything right now.
Yeah, now it's keep your weight in check and keep that momentum going, keep that drive forward, and, you know, what's the goal? You know, think about that, where you want to be here in the next couple of weeks, what you have to do.
One match at a time. Appreciate having you here, Ryan. You know, it's
Always
always
a
a
pleasure.
good one to have you here. Zach and Mike, we got, you know, a great camera crew, and we had all the cameras going, and the coaches here today. The referees did an amazing job. The wrestlers were really good. We're moving towards sectionals, and I hope you guys are ready for this, because this is probably one of the coolest times during the year in wrestling. The only bad part about it is that a lot of times we don't get to see video because of, you know, rights to the IHSAA.
Right.
But you still have an opportunity to see it, and you still have an opportunity to hear it. So hopefully you guys will tune in to every single one of these. And we'll see you here next time on Region Sports, where the region comes to wrestle.